So what I want to do is talk about my file hosting coding project. Now, I've talked about it in previous videos, but now I want to go a little bit more in detail, and I'm going to do that in the future with just other projects or anything in general when it comes to coding. I'm going to try to give you all a little bit more so you all can know what's going on in more detail. So what I want to talk about now is authentication, and what I use for my authentication is Clerk. Clerk has been so easy to use in regards to this project. This is my first time using it, but I'm definitely going to use it more, even though it can be expensive in the future. But I just feel like it is very good in my opinion, and it can be worth it if I found the value in it in the long term. So in regards to Clerk, like, one thing that I like about it is very easy to set up. The documentation is really smooth, and it goes really smooth integrating with Next.js, and that's what I'm using for my project. So when I set it up, it didn't take me that long. Just had to create an environment local file, and then to integrate it with Next.js, I just created like a middleware.ts file, and boom, it was pretty much set up from there. Just set up my Clerk providers, and then at that point, I was locked in, ready to go. And the one thing that I really like is, like, if you want to sign in, you want to sign out, it looks so smooth, seamless. I can set it up where if you want to log in with your GitHub account, if you want to log in with Google, Facebook, all the applications, you can do it. And it just makes the user experience so up to date to where it feels like any other big application that you use on a daily basis. So that's just really what I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna give you all more details as more videos are coming out, but I just wanted to give you all some more insight onto what I'm building, how I'm building it, and certain things that I'm using in order to build it the right way. So I hope you all enjoy this. And now let's get into the movies, which is going to be later on. So let's get straight into that.
Action, flip. When we outside, lock down your building. Let me turn up in your lift, jiff, jiff.
Alright, so I am back from the movies, and what I want to do right now is talk about some recent movies, TV shows, and even anime that I watched recently, and just give y'all my recommendations on what you all should watch. But also, if you all got some recommendations for things that I need to watch that I'm missing out on, be sure to put it in the comment section below. So first things first, I went to the movies and I watched the movie Longlegs. This movie was top 3 in my movies of the year so far. Like, definitely up there, definitely grabbed my attention. I had a really great time watching it, and it blew me away from the opening scene. And in the first 15 minutes, something happens and it just completely captivates you for the rest of the film. Like, it really wakes you up. I mean, everybody was like, as soon as it happened early in the movie. So I highly recommend it. I would recommend that you watch it in the movie theaters with an audience, because it's worth it. And yeah, that's all I really want to say about it. I want you to go into it without knowing anything really, but just know that it's really, really good. And then it's not as, I would say, as scary to the point where you can't watch it. It's definitely not as bad as some horror movies I've already seen this year when it comes to scare factor. So it's definitely digestible where you can watch it and have a good time with some good thriller. So I would say that about that movie. Now, another movie that I watched recently was Inside Out 2. And man, I really, really enjoyed this movie. It had me very emotional. It had me thinking about my own emotions in regards to joy, sadness, and all the other emotions. I don't want to spoil the movie or anything like that, but just, I really, really enjoyed this movie. It really captivated me to another level, and it was something that I definitely wanted to talk about over and over again with people, because it's just something that you can really dive very deep in when you are expressing how you feel, expressing your childhood and things that shaped you to be the person you are today. And this movie really can explore that, especially when you watch it and even after you watch it. So that's another movie I would highly recommend. And now when it comes to TV shows, I watched this show and I absolutely loved it. And it was called Supacell. And this TV show was so good. I cannot lie. This TV show did everything that I wanted and more. It surprised me. It had a great plot. lot. It explained things very well. It wasn't over my head, and I really enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the way that they showed love in this show. You know, it just representation. It was just so nice to see, man. It was really nice to see, and that's why I really had a great time watching this. I just pretty much binged like the first 3 episodes, then just start watching one a day, and like I just couldn't take my eyes off of it. It was just so great to see these characters, and when it was understanding, you know, what was going on and just trying to unfold everything, it was just so great. It was just so great. So that's what I watched as well. Now, when it comes to anime, one anime that I just finished was Demon Slayer. You know, that season just ended, and man, that last episode, ooh, that last episode was so good. Like, I really am looking forward to the movies. Now, another anime that I just finished was season 1 of Blue Lock. This was something that I was kind of behind on. I kind of pushed it away for a while because I was like, what's all this hype about Blue Lock and this soccer anime? And I was like, I don't know, you know, because I used to play soccer in high school. I was on varsity, you know, started, you know, did a really good job. But I was like, and I still watch soccer to this day. It's like one of my favorite sports. But I was like, I don't know. It might be a little corny because it's anime. I don't know. But man, I was so locked in from the beginning to the end, and I'm just like, I'm ready for season 2 right now. And season 2 comes out in October, but I am so ready. I'm so locked in. I was so motivated. Like, that anime had me so locked in because it gave me so much motivation to be great in my life. Like, it was like, never give up, keep going, challenge myself. Like, it just had me so pumped up. And so I really understand why people love Blue Lock, and now I'm one of those fans. So yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2 that comes out in October of this year, and I'm gonna let you all know about it. So that's all the things that I watched recently, as well as an update on my coding project. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next week.